Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. I have some errands to run today, so I thought that I would do a quick little makeup look just to kind of, it's really drizzly and gross outside. We've had a cold front come through, so it is so amazing, but it's brought the rain with it. So, I mean, a few months ago we were begging for rain, and now it's like supposed to rain for like 3 days. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, in this video, I'm going to be using the ColourPop Fame palette. And this is what it looks like. She's very pretty indeed. This is a cool tone palette that I bought specifically because it was a cool tone palette. I didn't have any cool tone makeup, and so I was like, that's really pretty. I want to get my hands on it. So I got it, and I never used it. Actually, I lie. I think I might have used it once, and that is the problem of being on YouTube as a beauty channel, is that you have to buy all the new things and then you don't get a chance to actually use all of said things. So yeah, I'm just gonna create a look, kind of bullshit my way through this video. Don't really know what I'm gonna say or talk about, but I'll tell you about what my plans are for the day. How about that? All right, if you guys are interested in seeing the look that I come up with, then keep watching. Okay, first things first, I'm going to go in with my p.louise eyeshadow base in the color 0.5 Rumor. I need to check my other one and see if it has a different number, because I feel like it does, but I don't think the names are any different. No, so this is Rumor in 0, which is pure white, which would be great for cutting the crease. I've never used it for that, but it would be phenomenal for that. So yeah, basically just gonna get started on the face. So I have been using this new technique of putting on this eyeshadow base, and it's been working out really well. Quite happy with it. Christiana James here on YouTube, she used to be known as Ives and Beauty, and then she rebranded, I guess you could call it, and has started going by her actual name here on YouTube and on Twitter, and I think Instagram. I'm pretty sure Instagram as well. But yeah, so she uses this technique all the time, and her eye looks are really extravagant and over the top, but they're beautiful. She has some really amazing looks. So this morning, got up, played a little Sims with my friend Evelina. Yeah, we have been playing The Sims together for a couple of months now, and we've got this family that we have this backstory for, and we've like basically planned out their whole lives. We're just playing through it now. And one of our first Sims that we had, her name is Madison, and she just got married today. And so we played through her wedding, and that was heaps of fun. We started off in like the 40s or 50s, and now we're into the 80s, and oh my god, the outfit that Evelina picked, I was just like, oh no, I hate it so many times. I hate it, but very 80s style. So it was giving me flashbacks from when I was a kid, and it was just horrific. Okay, so the first shade I'm going to go into on this one, this has got some really beautiful colors, like really beautiful. I am in love with Blasé. Blasé is such a pretty color. It's a beautiful deep brown, deep blue, and the color Piece of Me next to it is just magnificent. Now the problem with me doing these makeup looks like this is I'm not sure if these palettes are even in stock anymore. I've had them that long, which is unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. So I think the first color I'm going to go in with is this one here, Clubhouse. And actually, no, I'm going to go in with, I want to see Lifestyle. I think this is a dark brown. Yeah, it's a deep dark brown. So there you go there. And this is Blasé just next to it. I'm not doing a whole hell of a lot of, oh, there we go. I can see it now. The lights were kind of washing it out a bit, but that's Blasé, which is just gorgeous. I'm going to go in with Blasé. I'm going to start with Blasé. This is another technique that Chris uses, is she starts with her darkest shade and then she blends out into the lighter shades. And it's actually yielding some really great results. So I'm going to go in with Blasé. It is a bit powdery in the pan, especially if you use a more floofy brush like I do. I don't know why my inflections at the end of my sentences is so very high, but it is a very Australian thing. Like everybody that you talk to, they end on an up inflection at the end of their sentences. And now that I've told you, I'm gonna notice it more, and so are you, which is going to annoy the piss out of me. But we'll get through it. We'll soldier on through. Yeah, there's a lot of kick up in the pan. That doesn't really bother me, like I said. I am using a more fluffy brush, or as I like to call it, floofy-ended brush. Okay. And let's see, yeah, that's showing up quite well on the eye. Sometimes I have a habit of doing my crease color too low, and because I have such hooded eyes, it literally just kind of fades in, and you don't actually get to see the work that I've done on the eye look. So yeah, I'm just doing a stamping motion for now, and then I'll go in and kind of blend it out with another color. Alright, so that's laid down. I'm going to go in with another floofy-ish brush, and I'm going to go in with the color Clubhouse, and I'm going to kind of blend out the edge. Oh, actually, I might go in with Celeb, which is this really pretty little pink number here. And I'm going to blend that. I'm going to blend that edges. I'm going to blend those edges. Okay, this one's really powdery as well, so I think it might just be the formula, but I'm going to blend this out, just soften up the edges a bit. I feel like this technique gives me much more seamless blending, and it's just a bit more flattering. My stomach is rumbling. I am so hungry right now, but instead of eating, I'm going to have a cup of coffee, because I've only had 3 cups this morning, and I usually go through like 4 or 5 in the morning. So because of the amount of medications I'm on, I actually need as much caffeine as possible, because I get really freaking tired. I get tired anyway, but I get like so tired if I'm not careful, and so that's why I'm always very heavy on the caffeine. Oh, that's a little odd right there. I don't like what's happening in my crease. Oh no, beach. So I'm just, oh, no. It's not patchy. It's just where I've placed the mascara. The eyeshadow, it looks really patchy right there. So I'm actually going to fix that a bit, even though I'm probably going to go over it and do like a little faux cut crease maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure. Let's even it up on the other side. So today I have like I said, I have errands to run. So I have to go and run down to the Hyperdome, which is like this big shopping center. I have to go down there, and then I need to go to the vet and get more food for the boys and get cat litter. I keep forgetting the cat litter part, and that's like the one thing that I super duper need to do today. Actually, I've just decided I don't want this to be so super duper dark, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go in the outer crease, and I'm going to go in with Lifestyle, which is that dark brown. See if that can pick up a bit better on camera. It's a very deep brown, and I've shown you already what it looks like. So I'm going to go in on a packing brush, very light hand with this, because it is very pigmented. And I'm just going to place this on this outer corner and kind of feather it in a bit. And for some reason it's not wanting to stick to my lash line. There we go. He's better. So yeah, I've got some errands to run today. So I'm not feeling the greatest, but they are relatively close to the house, the errands I need to run, the places I have to go. So that's a huge bonus. And it shouldn't take me, honestly, it shouldn't take me any more than like 30 or 40 minutes to do all of it. It's just the matter of actually like getting out of the house, which I haven't left the house in a couple of days. I had to go to the shops recently to get like some little staples like milk and butter and that sort of thing. But this weekend, my husband and I are planning to go to Costco, and we're gonna grab some food stuff, you know, like stuff for his lunches at work, and that sort of thing. Again, the one thing I'm missing the most on this palette is a freaking mirror. I really wish that, because like my mirror is so low that I can't actually like look at myself full straight on. Like I have to, yeah, it's complicated. But yeah, so I've deepened that up a bit, and I just want to make sure it's even on both sides. I'm going to bring that up into the crease just a tiny bit to kind of marry those two colors together while I'm out of focus, which I do a lot because, again, my mirror is low down, and so I have to like get down, and I don't have autofocus because the program that I use doesn't have an option for autofocus. So, all right. So, what do I want to do? I think I might go in with that Rumor eyeshadow base and use that to kind of cut the crease a little bit, just the tiniest bit. That's the tube, I swear. That's the grossest noise. I'm a nurse and I'm like, ew, farts are gross. Actually, I don't really give a shit about farts. They don't bother me. There's a time and a place for them. If you're in your own house, far away. If you're in your car, go for gold. If you're walking around in public, not so much. I wish my stomach would stop rumbling now. Like, I really appreciate that. I wonder if you can hear it on camera or not. That'd be kind of funny. So I have found a new TV show that I'm absolutely in love with. It's new to me, but it's definitely not a new TV show. Community. That show has me in stitches. Like, it definitely like speaks to my inner geek, and oh man, they have got some of the concepts for the videos, or for the shows, or episodes I should say, are just hilarious, and I love it so much. I'm going to go in with the color Posh, which is this corner color here. It's really pretty and reflective, and I'm going to put that where I've put my cut crease. I'm so glad that they put Community on Netflix, because I've wanted to watch the show for ages. It's by the same guy that does Rick and Morty, or one of the producers from Rick and Morty. Producers, creators, whatever you want to say. He wears many hats, this guy, Dan Harmon. But the show is just so spectacularly done. The cast is hysterical. The guy that plays a character named Abed, Danny Pudi, I don't know how to pronounce his surname, but he plays this weird, lovable, geeky, strange little man, and I just adore his character. I could watch an episode of just Abed all by myself. Like, this is a guy that has very big social ineptitudes, and he's very geeky, and he watches like all these weird like RoboCop style movies and TV shows, and he has like Inspector something that's like modeled after Doctor Who, which I love, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a huge Doctor Who fan. I actually started watching it just after I moved here, and because my in-laws were really into it, and of course I had never heard of it, to be perfectly honest with you. I had no idea what the hell Doctor Who was, and I very proudly wave my Whovian flag, and so when they have the Dr. Inspector or something like that, Alien Inspector, I can't remember what it's called, but it just, it cracks me sideways. I just love it. So yeah, I've been binging that show for about a week now, and I'll watch it, and I have to say, if I watch it and fall asleep to it, I have the weirdest fucking dreams. Like, for real. I can't even explain how strange the dreams are. But it's a great show, and if you have access to it on Netflix, I would highly recommend watching it. Like I said, the episodes themselves are just, they're hilarious. They're absolutely hysterical. Okay, so I'm going to do my face really quick. I don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about in this video, if I'm perfectly honest. I have a spot here that's going to cause me problems because Malky loves licking my nose ring. And so he will just sit there and compulsively lick my nose ring forever until I make him stop. And I didn't stop him in time, and he's created like this little spot on my lip, and it hurts and it's really crusty. So, first world problems. So, yeah, real quick, I'm going to put the palette away for a mo, and I'm going to start getting my face primed and ready to go. So I'm going to start with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I'm really happy that I haven't gone through more than I have on this, but I've definitely gone through my fair share of this primer, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out because I can't afford to buy it again right now, but it's going to be very sad. I've just gotten so much on my hand. I don't know, whatever. We're just going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Deal with it. Oh, I love this primer. I love the way it's, oh my god, the smell is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. And 10 out of 10 would recommend and will buy again for sure. It makes my skin so smooth. I don't know how to explain it. It's such a great primer. I think I'm going to go in with my Smashbox as well, because that's a little duo that I've been doing for a while, and it seems to work out really well. I've never used the Photo Finish primer just by itself. I always use it in conjunction with the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and I literally just use it to kind of fill my pores a bit. I have very large pores, and I feel like it helps. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or not, but yeah, I really like this primer as well. It's really smooth and it feels so soft. It just feels so soft. I love it. I love it. Alright, going in with my Fenty Pro Filter Foundation. Going in the shade 140 because it looks like it's actually like a really decent match for my skin. Oh, it is so cold. Oh, it is so cold. I have to say, another reason that I really like Community is they've got these running gags throughout the whole show, and they call back to them a lot. So something that'll happen, like, say, in season 1, and they're in season 4 or 5, and they'll call back to that episode, and they'll call back to that little inside joke almost, and it's just hysterical. Love, love, love. I just realized I had the wrong setting on my camera on, and so now I look really blown out. I look ghostly pale right now. Okay, so I used about 3.5 pumps of that foundation, and that generally will cover my whole face. So, my whole face. Good lord, I am pasty right now. So this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I'm going in with my tried and true Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. You know, I have to say, I don't know how YouTubers, like beauty YouTubers, or any YouTubers for that matter, unless you're like a vlog channel, how you can come up with topics to talk about in every single video. I struggle so much, and that's why for the longest time I didn't do talking videos, because my life is pretty boring. Like, I sit at home, I do housework, I run errands every once in a while, I watch YouTube videos, and that's basically it. Like, that's what I do. Oh, I know what's wrong. I think my white balance is off. I'm going to put it back to that other setting because it looked better. Okay, that's more true to tone, so I'm actually better with that. Yeah, I run out of things to talk about all the time. And that's why I don't do talking videos, because if I don't have something to, like, worthwhile to say, I don't feel like I need to say anything. But I get that, like, because I've had feedback from you guys that you like my talking videos because you actually, like, will put them on in the background. And, you know, I suppose if you like hearing me talk, then that's one thing. But, I don't know. Makes me feel a little awkward when I don't really have much to say. I guess I was kind of I kind of grew up with the, you know, if you don't have anything to say, then what's the point in talking kind of mentality. And so, yeah, if I don't have something to say, I feel like I'm just talking into the void and, you know, not putting anything out there that's necessary. But I honestly don't know how YouTubers that have been doing this for so long actually still have things to say. Like, I guess people live more enriching lives than I do. But that, you know, just kind of goes hand in hand with the chronic pain that I deal with on a daily basis. I'm actually doing okay today. When I was in the shower, I wasn't doing so good. The shower was a struggle, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm even gonna feel up for doing a video or not. But here I am doing a video because it makes me happy. Yeah, when I first hurt myself and I was going to see a pain psychologist, they had these things that they called sims and dims. So dims were like things that caused anxiety that weren't like happy things. They were bad things basically. And sims were things that made you smile and made you happy and stuff like that. And so doing makeup videos has always been a sim for me. I don't know how they came up with that, the names of the sims and dims, because you'd think, I don't know if they were trying to, I got cat hair like all over my face and it's driving me bonkers. I don't know who came up with the sims and dims thing, but it makes a lot of sense. Like, you know, you want to do things that make you happy. You want to do things that, you know, that help you not focus on your pain. But I never have understood the sims versus the dims thing. Like, who named it that? So this is my ABH brow definer, and the brows are done and looking really symmetrical. Pretty okay with that. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos lately as well, aside from playing The Sims like every day for hours upon hours on a day. Because Evelina will basically play, she and I will play from the moment she wakes up until she goes to bed, or until I go to bed, and then vice versa. And so we literally are spending hours a day playing The Sims, and I live for it. It's so much fun. Okay, so on the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in the color Clubhouse, which is that color I was going to start out with. And I'm going to take it on a smaller floofy brush. This is I never tell you guys the names of my brushes. This is the E9 from ColourPop. In every video, I use a ColourPop brush. I love the ColourPop brushes. And I think you can get a set of them for $60, and it comes with 10 or 12 brushes, which I think is a bloody bargain considering how good they are. Like, when I like go through them, it's gonna be a sad day because I'm gonna have to, well, obviously I'm gonna have to repurchase them, which, you know, happens anyway, but it'll be a sad day in the world of Alexis. So I'm just taking this color and I'm running it along my bottom lash line. This is a really pretty mauve, or a taupe almost. So pretty. Oh man, the wind is kicked up outside. That's another reason I'm not looking forward to going out, is because it's cold. And when it gets cold like this, my back hurts. It tends to seize my back up more. And so I tend to rug up really heavily. Like I put on layer upon layer upon layer. Like I've got 2 layers on now. I'm going to put on a t-shirt, and then I'm going to put on a big sweater over the top of that. And then I'm probably going to put on a scarf. And I can't decide if I'm going to put on a beanie or not. But there will be layers. Alright, now I can't decide if I want to go back in with Lifestyle or Blasé over the top of this. I think I might go in with Lifestyle, that brown shade. And I'm going to focus that right in my lash line. God, that's a lot of eyeshadow that was not intended to come out. I kind of feel like with this palette, you can't help but do a dramatic look. I definitely will do a 2-look 1 palette kind of thing with this, because there are just some really, really beautiful browns and neutrals in here. Okay. I think that's really pretty. I like that a lot. And it's equal amounts of smoke. Make sure that I bring this down a little bit more on this eye. My foundation is not looking great today. I think that my skin is starting to hit the dry time of the year for it. I don't hate it, but I'm not like the biggest fan of the way that it looks up close. So I think a setting spray is going to be in order. I just feel like the foundation is kind of clinging to every like moderately dry spot on my face, which is really strange because I've almost exclusively used this foundation for like a year now. So now I'm going in with my NARS bronzer in the color Casino, and I'm going to warm up this face oh mine. And I'm bringing it into my cheeks, into the apples of my cheeks, so that the middle of my face isn't so stark white. But I start with my bronzer. I go in line with like the top of my ear, and I work that. And I do it like broader than I do my my blush. Yeah, I think that's even. Might do a little more yeah, this side. And a little bit more, just to kind of bring it across the nose a bit as well. I don't know why the video keeps washing me out so bad, but I think it might be my white balance is off, which is unfortunate because I don't know how to fix it. So I've tried so many times, and I never can seem to work it out, which is frustrating. Oh, do I want to do a wing liner? No, I don't want to do a wing liner. I don't feel like it. So I'm going to go in with my 24/7, or my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in black. And I'm doing upper and lower waterline with this. Very nice, very nice. I love this eye pencil. Will 100% buy it again. Alright, so for blush, I think that I will go in with, I don't know if I should go with Melba. No, that's not Melba, is it? No, that's Pinch Me. I think I might go in with the color Sweet Pea from Flower Beauty. I used this in my last video. I really do dig this blush. It's so pretty. It's so soft and just really very pretty. Just, I don't know any other way to describe it. It's just a really pretty, soft, simple blush. So, we are going to my in-laws this weekend. We are finally out of the woods as far as the the majority of the social distancing. They're still keeping a lot of the restrictions in place as far as outside gatherings and that sort of thing. I just got blush all over my crotch. That's awesome. So they still have rules in place, but you can still have a gathering of like basically my in-laws and us can have a gathering because it's just Paul and I and my in-laws. We're not going out, but we're family, and I think as long as your family members and your household doesn't exceed like 5 people or something like that, then you can hook up together. So hopefully we're gonna play games and we're gonna have dinner, and I'm very excited. I just forgot that I just realized I forgot to bronze the rest of my face. What's the point? So, very excited. We have not seen them since this whole thing kicked off, which has been a long time because we're usually over there at least 2 times a month. And that's if we don't like just randomly kind of like hook up to go out to dinner or something like that. So it's been very bizarre for my husband. He misses his mom and dad so much, and I miss them as well. We get on like a house on fire. I wish my gastronomical issues would stop, because that would be great. I have to say, my face makeup looks really bad today, and I haven't done anything differently. I honestly haven't, and it's just, everything is just clinging in a weird way. I don't know, maybe if I didn't powder enough but I'm getting annoyed by it. Very much so annoyed by it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Caution Mascara. I've already gone through a tube of this, and I love it so much. It's expensive. Not going to lie, it's a little spendy. But the end result is worth it. I mean, it's so glamorous looking. Love, love, love. And what I really like about this mascara is that it wears for hours and it doesn't flake like some mascaras can do. Alright, so now I just need to work out what mascara I want to use. What lipstick I want to use. Maybe I will go into my NARS Lip Glide and go in with the color Night Together, which is this shade here. It's really pretty. Going with my Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil in the color Share. Ta-da, that is done. Perfect. All right. So I'm gonna spray myself down with some Seal the Deal Dewy Hydrating Spray. I love this stuff. Love this stuff. And I'm not a dewy kind of gal, but I have to say that this setting spray is really pretty. It just, I think I've said it before, it kind of gives your makeup that lived-in look. So it's almost like it's giving you a faux illusion of your oils kind of seeping through and looking really pretty. So I really like this look. That's the end of the video, guys. I haven't talked about shit. I have quickly done an eye look. I like it a lot. I love this palette. This eye look I am gagging over. I think is really pretty. Is it a bit over the top for the middle of the day? Abso-fucking-lutely it is. But I wanted to make myself feel better, so you do what makes you feel happiest. And right now, makeup makes me feel happiest. So, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.